What's up, everybody? Kafka here, and we have an update to Season 6, The Vessel of Hatred, and it is looking better than ever. October 8th, Vessel of Hatred launches, and we have an 8-minute video here, and I want to explain why these things are so great. And we're going to run through the video. I'll pause it a few times. But man, Season 6 is looking fantastic. We can't wait to get our hands on it. Let's go.
In Vessel of Hatred, we travel south to Nantu, a region with both deep ancient jungles and vast sprawling plains. It's the last stretch of land in Sanctuary's eastern continent, and we've packed it full of experiences for every type of player. In this expansion, there's a whole lot to explore under the dark canopy of Nantu.
Nantu is the southernmost region of the eastern continent that Diablo 4 has been taking place in. It's the last region that we haven't visited.
It looks so
yet
good,
so
guys.
far in the game, but it is
The
one that we've been
visuals
to
are
before
going to be
in Diablo.
fantastic.
There's lots of new areas. We have 6 in total. 4 of them are jungle
6
themed,
areas.
and then we have 2 that are Red Rock Canyon.
Look at that
Each
rock.
one of them has their own unique identity.
Look at the
When
rock,
you first
y'all.
arrive in Nantu, you're in this place called Lingering Hatred. This is high treetops canopies where you're almost walking amongst the branches high above the jungle floor.
Imagine a thick canopy that the light is just barely poking through.
The whole area has been infected by this thing called the Hollows infestation. The Hollows are a new enemy that's associated with Mephisto. They themselves are kind of like a tar-like substance.
Look at that. They look good, man. They look gross.
It
The
feels a little
Hollows.
twisted. There's a sickness to the area itself.
Humans have ventured
Let's
into
go.
this deep part of the jungle where there's all this poisonous plants and flora. The dregs actually started experimenting with eating these hallucinogens, and it put them
Look
into
at these
this
guys, man. They
aggressive
look
psycho
crazy.
rage.
The dregs were pretty fun because we were able to push more variety in the monster.
The
family.
dreads.
We have one of these tall dregs.
They look so
and then
good.
Half of a body of another
Look at this. Look at this dude. He looks crazy.
dreg on top of it, kind of controlling it and telling it where to go and tossing poisonous bombs at the player. When you come across it, it's very memorable.
And then we've also got the area of Tenganse, where you've got the Tenganse Plateau, which is full of these red-rocked plateaus
Oh,
and
that
canyons.
looks so good. Look at that. You stand up here and cast some chain lightning on him or some lightning spear. I love it.
Imagine getting up above the land. Those gigantic walls have pockets inside where monsters could live. It offered up a lot of opportunity to bring back a monster family like the Lacunae.
We're bringing them back in a new way here as a fully fleshed out monster family with multiple classes.
What a more
So many new
brute force looks like,
monsters.
what a caster looks like. They are very much apex predators, and we're definitely in their territory. And then there's a little sub-area called the Skittering Earth.
Looks
The
so
name
good, guys.
alone makes your skin crawl.
And it's bug infested, and you can see how the bugs have destroyed the jungles and kind of input their influence on it. Within the Field of Giants, you have these giant corpses of these long dead demons that humans have begun to mine away at for their resources. While they've got a lot of use out of them, they're also toxic to the land around it.
The notion of massive demons walking Sanctuary 1,000 years ago is really thought-provoking.
Man, this
Plateau's
looks
also
good.
got just this beautiful color scheme to the lighting. It's really lovely.
No,
to be
no more
there.
rope climbing
And
though.
then
Come on, we're
horrific
done
at
with the
same
rope
time.
climbing.
It's great.
We gotta teleport. Mercenaries, this is it. All right. So we like the visuals. It's gonna look great, but now we're getting into these 5 things are gonna be so good, starting with the
The
mercenaries.
Mercenaries in Vessel of Hatred are a group of people who we like to describe as ordinary people with extraordinary skills. They have the same level of will to
They eat
fight
the poison.
against the demons of hell.
And there's 4 mercs that you can collect over the course of the campaign. Starts with Rahir, a blacksmith.
Okay,
and
so that
shield
means, all right, the campaign, very important. We got to knock out that campaign. You get all 4 when you complete the campaign.
bearer is a more defensive fighter.
He's able to go in there
Through a
soak up
shield.
Damage, use
It's Captain America. Dude, this is Captain America, guys.
You meet him early on in the campaign, and he's one who introduces you to the mercenary network. You end up finding acquisition quests for 3 other mercs that
Let's
you can find
go.
throughout the course of the
Let's
story.
find them all.
Subo, the drunken archer,
Pokemon.
is gonna work really well.
This
for
guy
people
looks-
who
Subo
want
looks
someone
sweet.
who's
Look at
out
him.
with the main melee, in the back offering utility. And
This is gonna be good for a warrior.
Then we have Ariana, a Berserker Crone, who's a melee combat fighter,
Ariana.
close range. She's got a really
Look at that
cool
pole.
combat meter, a massacre meter where you need to range. She's got a
That
really cool
pole.
combat meter, a massacre, a melee combat fighter, close range.
Look at that
She's got a
pole.
really cool combat
That
meter,
was
a
sick.
massacre meter where you need to keep
Oh,
killing enemies
massacre
to get
meter.
the meter to be filled.
This is good for Infernal Hordes, I
Really
bet.
interesting utility skills that you can kind of build in.
Finally, we have the demon child Aldkin, who's a magic
Aldkin.
user who can transform himself from human form to
Dude, this
demon
guy
form.
looks so cool. I want to play as him. I want to be Alkin.
There's this really great reinforcement ability where you can take one of the mercenary skills and attach it to one of your powers so that when you use that skill,
Okay, did you guys hear that? That's big. That's exactly what we were asking for. We wanted the mercenaries, not in Diablo 2 mercenaries. I don't know about 3. You just gave them armor and they fought with you. So now the skills are going to interact with each other. So your skills are going to get upgraded from your mercenary skills. That is amazing.
powers so that when
We wanted
you use
that.
that skill, it pulls them in to do
I
a
called that
specific
out
skill.
a long time ago.
Mercenaries for Vessel of Hatred, one of the things we are expanding on is the skill tree. For Diablo 3, you had a very basic type of mercenary, but this time you can actually push a little bit more into the skill tree and make the mercenary the way you would want to play.
And the skill tree is like just as good as our own skill tree. I love it.
Going through each mercenary progression arc and outfitting their skill tree so that it's complementary to your character build, I think that's where the fun in the mercenary system really lies.
The mercenary, the Dark Citadel now. The Dark Citadel. This
The
is going to
Dark
be a lot of
Citadel
fun.
is a new in-game feature that's coming in Vessel of Hatred. It's an entirely cooperative player experience. All the mechanics within it are based around you working together with your party members to solve the challenges and face the first Khazra hordes within.
One of the outcomes of the Mage Wars is this giant crater and all the souls that were kind of lost in it from those wars.
The goal of the first Khazra, who are kind of the original Khazra, they're using the powers within the Citadel found within this crater to perform experiments to try and bring back their dark god.
Only recently, people have started going missing. They head into the Khazra region, they disappear, never to be seen again. So it's clear that whatever they're planning is about to come
Dang,
to
that looks
fruition, and
sweet.
your
That
job
looks
as the
really
players to
cool.
get in there and stop it.
Citadels are a place where we take what is the best part of Diablo, combat, and we test it in a different way, which is adding in cooperative mechanics that you have to manage.
Okay,
on top of
mechanics. It's going to be a little bit
A boss has an attack.
little bit
As a
harder now.
player,
You're not
you have
just
to
gonna
collect an item that
smash your
allows you to
keyboard and beat the
reflect
boss.
attack back at him. So there's a little bit of a Twitch
Or
level
controller.
mechanic there where you actually have to time your reaction shot. What's interesting about it is when you get multiple people in there, we're each responsible for reflecting that shot once, so we all have to sort of master the timing.
You gotta
of
work
that
together,
movement.
baby.
can't
You gotta
do that
work
kind of thing
together.
without coordinating as a team, and that's sort of the example of what
Let's
Citadel
go.
gameplay feels like.
When designing the Citadel, we designed a lot of really cool bosses. And so one of the things that we did is we took that design and made like armor sets for each of the classes. That way you feel like you took their armor and you feel like you're wearing a little bit of them after your victory.
We also have a currency that's dedicated to
Oh, this is great right here. So you're going to have a currency from the Dark Citadel to buy different things. You can see on the left all these different scrolls, elixirs. I guess there's a scroll that allows you to reset your tempers. So if you brick an item, guess what? It's coming back, baby. It's coming back. Let's see what this says. A scroll of abundance used to restore 30% health and drop health potions for nearby teammates. Look at that, man. Look at that. You work with your team. The scroll of goblins, so you could summon goblins whenever you want, every 30 seconds. This is crazy.
Citadel, where as you play through, a vendor can be interacted with to buy custom cosmetics that are unique to the Citadel. You can play with 2 people, but
Two people,
the ideal
okay.
experience is for 4. In order
2. What about 3? What if I only got 3 friends or 2 friends? 2 and me. I guess you could play with that too. But this is even better. Look at this, guys. Look
to
at this.
facilitate that, we
Party
built an all-new
Finder.
Party Finder feature, and the community.
Okay, Party Finder is not just for the Citadel. It is for the Citadel because you need to have at least 2 people, or 3 or 4, But now, if you just want to do boss fights, you don't have to go to a third-party place to find a group. You could actually find it in the game. What the heck? Are they going to give us an armory next, or what's going on? This is also very interesting here. This guy is max level, and guess what level he is? He's level 60 right here. We are getting a new game, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be game-changing. So many changes to Diablo is coming in Season 6. It's going to be freaking fantastic.
For a long time. It made a lot of sense to us to pair it with this new Citadel mode.
It really is an activity that's geared towards people who love to play together with their friends or with strangers and enjoy that cooperative gameplay. I cannot wait for players to get into the world. I'm really just excited for people to see all the little hidden storytelling elements that the team has fit in.
There's interesting things to find and see and discover around every corner, and it's just a really great experience.
So they did mention 2 things. So we got 3 of it. We love the Mercenaries. The Mercenaries are going to be a fantastic addition to the game. We love that. They also are doing the Dark Citadel, which is going to be a great way to have an end game content with a party, with a friend, with a group of 4. We freaking love it. Current system, you don't have to brick your items anymore. You could just go farm for the scroll to unlock the bricked item. That is freaking fantastic. The group finder, yes, we love it. And then they didn't mention this. 2 things they didn't mention. There is a new game called game mode also. It's in these notes. I'll link these notes in the description of the video. So if you want to check everything out yourself, you definitely can. This is the new Undercity. So a plague grows deep in the belly of Kurast. A sickness will devour Nantu if left unchecked. Search the Undercity for a cure. All right, the Undercity is a new intense multi-stage timed attack dungeon, perfect for leveling towards endgame content, targeted for powerful items for you to progress. Learn more about many of the rewards. Boom, in the Undercity. This is going to be something cool too. So that's the 4th thing, man. We got 5 good things. The last thing is they are just revamping the game so it feels totally different. We are going to have deeper customizations and early on, but also there's a similar overhaul to itemization like in Season 4. These are permanent changes to the game, aimed to make leveling more rewarding, putting the power in your hands, guys. Those are the 5 things that I'm really excited for. Season 6 Vessel of Hatred can come soon enough. We are super pumped. Comment down below what you think. Take a look at this. You want to read through this whole article and learn a little bit more about it. The storyline seems freaking fantastic too. We are really excited, guys, to get going in Season 6. So how would I play the Spirit Board, man? I gotta play the Sork. I want to see how they interact with the Mercenaries, man. We're Sorcerer. That's what we do, man. All right. Well, that's all I got for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.